So how does our world change? A political revolution? A technological breakthrough? A new world war? Probably not. Most experts agree that the most profound changes to our society often come from a single innovation, a fundamental shift. And today, we're looking at the ultra-advanced technology that promises to make that shift happen. A technology where engineers in their labs are creating a future that was once only dreamed of by science fiction writers. A future that will be embraced by corporations, militaries, and even your own governments. But as we venture into this new era of speed, we'll also be asking how it affects you. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have breakfast in Paris and lunch in New York on the same day? Or if the idea of a long-distance relationship could become a thing of the past? As our world feels smaller and smaller thanks to the internet, have you ever stopped to think what would happen if it physically became smaller too? I will warn you now, your life will probably be better if you don't watch this video. Sometimes the present is comfortable, and you'll be happier not knowing the seismic changes on the horizon. Because once we accelerate into this future, there's no going back. I hardly ever thought about flight times. I used to just accept that a trip to Europe meant losing a day, and a flight to Australia was an entire 24-hour ordeal you just had to endure. I'd always think, why can't we go faster? What's stopping us? If you can relate, then by the end of this video, I guarantee you'll have changed your mind about what's possible. But let's start at the beginning there. There are all kinds of transportation revolutions, from the steam engine to the jet airliner. There will always be a push to go faster, to connect the world more efficiently. Imagine hopping on a plane in New York and landing in Tokyo before your coffee even gets cold. What if you could be anywhere on Earth in an hour or two? This isn't science fiction anymore, but a radical future on the horizon. Get ready to have your mind blown by how hypersonic travel could shatter our understanding of distance and time, forever changing geopolitics and your daily life. This is the world of hypersonic travel, a technology that promises to transport us at speeds exceeding Mach 5, or 5 times the speed of sound. That's over 3,800 miles per hour. At that velocity, the Atlantic Ocean becomes a pond and the Pacific a lake. A journey that currently consumes the better part of a day would be reduced to the length of a commute. This isn't just a marginal improvement, like flying a bit faster. It's a complete paradigm shift. It's the difference between sending a letter by horse and sending an email. The very fabric of our global society is woven with the thread of distance. Our economies, our cultures, our personal relationships are all shaped by the time it takes to get from point A to point B. Hypersonic travel doesn't just cut that thread, it vaporizes it. Think about the geopolitical implications. Today, a nation's power is often projected by its ability to deploy military assets, like aircraft carriers and bombers. This takes time, days, or even weeks, allowing for diplomacy, de-escalation, or preparation. Now, picture a world where a hypersonic missile or transport vehicle can deliver troops or a payload to any point on the globe in under an hour. The window for reaction shrinks to virtually nothing. The strategic advantage of geographic isolation, which has protected nations like the United States for centuries, would evaporate. The balance of power would be completely redrawn, creating a new, far more volatile and reactive global stage. The country that masters hypersonic technology first won't just have a faster plane. They'll hold a key to global dominance. The deterrent of mutually assured destruction, which has kept a fragile peace for decades, could be appended by a weapon that is too fast to stop, too sudden to respond to. It's a terrifying prospect, one that military planners around the world are racing to both develop and defend against. This new arms race is happening largely in the shadows, but its consequences will be felt by everyone. Your 12-hour flight to Sydney is about to become obsolete. But what does truly instant global travel really mean for you and the world? Beyond faster vacations, hypersonic travel could completely rewrite geopolitical power dynamics and redefine human connection. We're diving into the staggering implications of a world where no corner is ever truly far away. The economic landscape would be terraformed. Supply chains, already strained and shown to be fragile, could be revolutionized. Imagine a critical machine part manufactured in Germany being delivered to a factory in Mexico in 90 minutes, eliminating days of costly downtime. Or perishable, high-value goods like fresh seafood from the Tsukiji market in Tokyo being served for dinner in Los Angeles the very same day. This would create unprecedented economic efficiency and open up new markets that were previously unthinkable. But it would also create immense disruption. Industries built around slower, conventional logistics, from air freight to shipping, would face an existential crisis. The value of location would be re-evaluated. Would it still make sense to have a sprawling corporate headquarters in an expensive city like San Francisco or London if your entire executive team could assemble from any continent in under 2 hours? The very concept of a central business district could become a relic. Remote work has already shown us a glimpse of this future, but hypersonic travel would apply that same logic to the physical world. For you, the individual, the change would be profound. Imagine a world where you could work for a company in London, live in a quiet town in the American Midwest, and visit your family in Australia for the weekend, all without the exhaustion of jet lag. The world becomes your backyard, your dating pool, your choice of universities. Your ability to experience other cultures would expand exponentially. A friend moving to another continent would no longer feel like a goodbye, but a temporary see you later. This could foster a new era of global citizenship and understanding, breaking down the cultural barriers that distance helps to maintain. However, this hyper-connected world also comes with a dark side. The ability to be anywhere so quickly could blur the lines between work and life to an unbearable degree. The pressure to be physically present for a meeting on another continent on a few hours' notice could become the new norm. The wealthy would likely be the first, and for a long time, the only ones to access this technology, creating an even wider chasm between the global elite and the rest of the world. A new class of hypersonic citizens could emerge, living a life completely detached from the slower reality of the masses, creating a two-tiered society on a scale we've never seen before. The environmental impact is also a huge unanswered question. Propelling a vehicle to Mach 5 requires an astronomical amount of energy. The emissions, the sonic booms, and the potential impact on the upper atmosphere are challenges that engineers are only just beginning to grapple with. Could the dream of connecting the world instantly come at the cost of poisoning it? What if the concept of long distance simply vanished? How would your life change if you could attend a meeting in London in the morning and be back for dinner at home in Los Angeles? Hypersonic travel isn't just about speed. It's about a fundamental transformation of how we live, work, and interact. Prepare to see a future where the world shrinks and possibilities explode. This isn't a distant, theoretical future. Companies like Hermes and Venus Aerospace are actively building prototypes. They're testing engines, refining aerodynamics, and securing funding from both private investors and government bodies like NASA and the U.S. Air Force. The technical hurdles are immense. The extreme heat generated by air friction at hypersonic speeds can melt conventional metals. The control systems required to navigate at 3,800 miles per hour are incredibly complex, and the engine technology known as scramjets is still in its relative infancy. But the race is on, and the breakthroughs are happening faster than most people realize. The transformation it promises is not just about convenience. It's about the redefinition of our most fundamental concepts: distance, time, and community. When you can cross the planet in the time it takes to watch a movie, what does a border even mean? When a crisis can erupt and be responded to militarily on the other side of the world in minutes, what does national security look like? When your loved ones are never more than a couple of hours away, no matter where they live, how does that change the nature of family and friendship? We are standing on the precipice of a world where our physical limitations are about to be shattered. The familiar patterns of our lives, dictated for millennia by the tyranny of distance, are about to be broken. It's a future filled with incredible promise, a more connected, efficient, and perhaps more understanding global community. But it's also a future fraught with peril, new conflicts, greater inequality, and unforeseen consequences. The world is about to get a whole lot smaller and a whole lot faster. The only question left is, are we ready for it?